Man, it's a cold, cold world we living in, man. Every time I say it's a cold world we living in, people say, yo, bro, it ain't really a cold world. It's the people that's in it. But we are the world, homie. We are the world, fam. It's a cold, cold world we living in. The heart of humans are cold. Jealousy, envy. Those two right there, man. Anyway, shout out to TMZ for this one. So rapper Pop Smoke murdered in his home in a home invasion. It wasn't really his home. It was a home that he was renting in Hollywood. But we're going to talk about that. So according to TMZ, and you know TMZ be having a scoop. Check it out. Sources that are familiar with the surveillance video. That means they've seen and they're working with the surveillance video. The video shows at least 4 masked men with hoodies on, making their way into the house just 10 minutes after the people inside of the house deadbolted the front doors shut. We're told that they did not turn the house alarm on, slipping. And this made it easier for the house or home invaders to get inside. And then there's this. So my wifey called me early and she was like, babe, look, in the shade room, they got him showing off some bags, some gifts and whatnot. I guess he was some people asking for his endorsement or whatever. And on one of the bags, he flashed the address of where he was at. Now, you got jack boys that are on their grind, and this is their job, if you didn't know, right? It's to find you where the shmoney at and to get to it. You got it in jewels, you got it in dope, you got it in cash. They coming for it. So if you flagging out here, you better have a stick with you. All right? And when we say a stick, we talking about them things that spit with extended clips and drums. So, and then there's this. Pop Smoke posted the address of the home earlier in the day. He was showing off gift bags. Now, I know somebody, before I go any further, I know somebody's going to say, oh yeah, he show off too much. He's an entertainer. It's his job to show off. That's what entertainers do, right? If an entertainer was just like the regular people we see walking down the street or live next door to us or who we see on a block every day, we would never be interested or intrigued. It's got to be something different about an entertainer. They got to flash more money in cash than all of us have. They got to drive nice cars. They got to wear expensive clothes. It's what people are interested in seeing. So he was out here doing his job. Anyways, he posted the address of the home earlier in the day, and he was showing off gift bags that he had received. And one of those gift bags actually had the home's address on it. Now, you know, this is an educated goon. This is a real snake eye, eagle eye moth. This dude said, freeze frame, hold it right there, right there. Yo, son, that's the home. That's where he at right now. Round up the troops. Let's go. As for why he was getting gift bags, his mixtape just hit number 7 on the Billboard 200 chart on Tuesday. Now, this brother is busy. And when I say busy, he is fully booked out. He is in the middle of touring right now. He is getting to the money right now. And he is doing all kinds of big collabs. He is the thing, the next thing to blow big. He was well on his way. When you hit number 7 on a Billboard 200, that's high up on the charts. You are in heavy demand. And he got the persona and everything to go with it. He got the songs to back it. And he tearing the place up with his music, right? So just hours before he was gunned down, Pop Smoke mugged with a pal in the car. Him and a homie. He wasn't mugging. I don't know who wrote this at TMZ, but he wasn't mugging. He was just sitting there. Right? And he was sitting there, but the homie right next to him was holding a large stack of money. That's somebody's whole life savings. That's somebody's mama's and daddy's whole life savings, and they ain't got no money. And their mama and daddy worked 30, 40 years, and that's all they got in a savings account right now. His homeboy sitting in the vehicle in the passenger seat was holding that money. You see them in a like blue looking camouflage like color like. I don't know if he was Crip or he was saying Crip life or what. I don't know if he was gangster involved. I don't know if he was with the shits. I've been paying attention. I've been picking up on a whole lot of blue. Maybe he thought he just looked good in blue. I don't know. I wasn't up on Pop Smoke like that until recently. So I didn't have no time to do my background check as far as the streets goes. But I know he is street like that because I seen the other videos, him out there talking about, you come around here, you talk shit, I'ma smack you. You do this, I'ma smack you. You do that, I'ma smack you. I was like, damn, he issuing out a whole lot of smacks. That energy, somebody's gonna want to test it. I got my own artist right now, T Viral, and this is what I'm trying to tell T Viral is, even if we around it, be careful how you put it in the music and how you come across when you tell these stories. Because as a rapper, you could be a storyteller without coming off as I am the one that's living this life. I bust guns, I kill people, I rob people, I sell dope. Then I grab a microphone and I get on stage and I move the crowd. Don't go with that persona. Somebody is going to try to test it, right? It's better to just stick to money, hoes, and clothes. Anyhow, the friend that was holding the money in the passenger seat was in the driveway of the home where he was shot. This is in the driveway of the home where they were shot. They probably just said, let's flick it up real quick for the gram. Let's flick it up real quick for Facebook, for Instagram, you know, social media, because that's what it's all about today. By the way, in case y'all didn't know it, social media is what killed major record companies, because there were so many major record companies back in the day, and artists had to pretty much present themselves and then allow the record company to have a hand in marketing them as far as how they look. Take this off, put this color on. I think this looks better on you. And then came the internet, and then came social media, and then everybody started doing their own thing and being in control of their money and in control of their image. So here he is on the job again, right before going into the house. Hey, let's get a picture real quick. Throw this out there and let them know we out here doing it. And it was the same house. And they have the timeline at 8:03 a.m. 8:03 a.m. Took the picture. 7:32 a.m. Law enforcement sources tell us that there was a party of gatherings at the house prior to the shooting. It's unclear what motive the shooters had in showing up at the house. Well, law enforcement sources says that there was a party or a gathering at the house prior to the shooting. It be them people that you keep around you. Somebody came to that house and saw what they wanted and decided to come back later for it. That's what that is. So Nicki Minaj had just posted a message about his death. Actually, she said that the Bible tells us that jealousy is as cruel as the grave. Unbelievable. Rest in peace, Pop. And you know, Nicki had remixed one of his joints with Skepta over in the UK. So the home is owned by RHOBH, Rob, which is star Teddy Mellencamp, and her husband, Edwin Arroyev, who owns several homes in Los Angeles. It's possible that Pop Smoke was renting the property. And that's why I said in the beginning that it wasn't his house. I think he was renting the home because he out there on business, right? Up-and-coming rapper shot and killed Wednesday morning in what appears to be a home invasion is what the headline says, and that he was at home in the Hollywood Hills at about 4:30 a.m. in the wee hours of the morning when men wearing hoodies and masks broke into the house. According to law enforcement sources, they were told that two men fired multiple shots, striking the critically wounding Pop Smoke. The men were seen fleeing on foot. They got this well planned out. They know there's possibility that there are cameras in the area, and they don't want a vehicle to trace back to, you know what I mean, through license plate or whatever, so they went on foot and escaped on foot. Pop Smoke was rushed by ambulance to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in West Hollywood, where he was pronounced dead. The suspects have not been caught, and as far as we know, they do not have anyone identified so far. It's quite unclear if Pop Smoke knew the shooters. One man was placed in handcuffs, but cops determined that he was not involved and he was released. Pop Smoke had released his album back in July, and one of the songs, Welcome to the Party, that one blew up. It was considered by many the song for summer 2020. Nicki Minaj did a remix to the song a few months ago. He also did a song, Gotti, with Travis Scott, which also was blowing up. We got Pop Smoke out at LAX back in July, and he told us about a hoop dream that came through, he said, to TMZ. He was over in the UK recently, and on One Extra, BBC One Extra, and they asked him about, you know what I mean, his background and his influences and why he made music, the kind of music he make and whatever. And he said, basically, I'm making music for them kids that's broke, that come from poverty. I'm making music for them kids that, you know, that kid that gotta share his bedroom with 4 or 5 other people. I'm making music for him, for them kids in the hood that they don't have everything like that, but they know, they hold their head up every day, and they just know that they just gotta keep going. You know what I'm saying? It's sad to see, but this is us, man. This is black love on display right here, because this is how we love each other. That shit is sad. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. I will say that he did not reach his full potential, but he surely was on his way. Another bright one cut short. And I'm going to leave the conspiracy theories for another video that we about to do on this channel concerning this and record companies and their artists and how they get to that publishing money and how you are sometimes more valuable dead than alive. It's Brainflow TV. I'm out. Peace.
And you tryna put the blame on me, girl, you lame on me. Should've played you like a game, no way. You changed on me. Funny thing is, that's exactly how I said you would leave. Sucking out my energy. I don't want you next to me. I'm done trying to save you. You ain't gon' play me like no fool. I swear I should've knew. Nah, nah. 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 Heart been cold for a long, long time. Smoking all good, trying to ease my mind. Cause I don't even need you when I get high. But when I'm sober, you always on my mind. How you leave me in a blind. I need you by my side. Man, I'm fucking with these bitches, but you fucking with that nigga, so you know that shit ain't right. Heart been cold for a long, long time. Smoking all good, trying to ease my mind. Cause I don't even need you when I get high. But when I'm sober, you always on my mind. How you leave me in a blind. I need you by my side. Man, I'm fucking with these bitches, but you fucking with that nigga, so you know that shit ain't right. Icebox, my heart changed like the seasons. Icebox, my heart changed like the seasons.
Who you on the phone with?
What you mean who I'm on the phone with?
Who you on the phone with?
Mind your business.
My business?
Yes.
Alright.
And I'm done.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye. What you say?